I saw the images of Carlo Ancelotti after the game. He didn't look happy. So
Well, you know him.
I know him, but I wonder what's going through his mind there.
Morocco versus Brazil, the very first super clash of the 2026 World Cup, where Brazil, along with players like Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, and Bruno Guimaraes, comes into the limelight. The Seleção team, managed by Carlo Ancelotti, prepares itself for its very first clash. But in this game, some unusual incidents occurred, which are: Morocco dominated the game, shutting out Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil and shocking the entire world. It doesn't stop there. Morocco continues to impress in this World Cup, defeating Scotland 1-0 and handing Haiti a crushing 4-2 loss. Simply exceptional.
From the corner, near post, blocked, turnaround shot.
In just a few years, this Moroccan team has completely transformed itself into a powerhouse capable of competing with major football nations like Portugal, Spain, and France. Why could Morocco become a team that no one wants to face in the 2026 World Cup? That's what we're going to find out now. Morocco at the Qatar 2022 World Cup turned out to be the biggest surprise, having made their way past teams like Belgium, winning against Spain through a penalty shootout, and Portugal to win their place among the 4 teams making it into the semi-finals, thus marking the first time that an African team reached this stage. 4 years later, the feat has been accomplished, and there is no longer any need for the team to prove anything. Rather, they must confirm their position. The team no longer plays as an underdog and with confidence. From the very start, Morocco set their tone with an intense press and physical approach, proving themselves as a dynamic team making fast breaks. It was obvious that they didn't turn up just to make up the numbers. Even the midfield of Brazil, which consists of some of their talented players such as Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro, and Paquetá, seemed to be overpowered by the whole situation. The midfield was not able to control the game rhythm because of their opponents. The dominance of Morocco, there is one particular name that needs to be mentioned for his outstanding contribution, that of Ayoub Bouadi, a young player of just 18 years who dominated Brazil's midfield through a fantastic performance. He tried 5 dribbles and managed 3. In 15 duels, he won 9. He was everywhere, winning the ball and controlling the game, just everywhere. The same was true for Saibari, the PSV Eindhoven player who, after the World Cup, will be heading to Bayern Munich, who had an excellent game and scored a beautiful goal following a Moroccan counter-attack. He already has 3 goals to his credit in this tournament. It's fair to say he's the best Moroccan player in this World Cup. Throughout the first half, Morocco perfectly exposed the weaknesses of the Brazilian team, which seemed completely disorganized defensively and had a virtually non-existent midfield. Even Carlo Ancelotti admitted that his team was completely out of balance in the first half. We did play well, but there are a few issues to address, such as the team's balance and our lack of possession. We lost a lot of the ball, which is why we need to improve. But that didn't stop them from equalizing thanks to a flash of individual genius from Vinicius in the 32nd minute.
Junior again. Vinicius Junior!
This allowed his team to regroup in the second half, a nearly even match that highlighted the Brazilian team's nervousness, but also the rising strength of the Moroccan team, which demonstrated its ability to neutralize top-tier teams without fear or hesitation. The Moroccan side has been a defensive side in 2022 and have often had to play a lot of defense as they would find themselves being on the back foot for most of the games. However, what they would do is take advantage of the fast breaks they would get to confuse the opposition and score goals. This has helped them to improve greatly in recent years due to the backing of stars such as Hakimi, Bunu, and Mazraoui, among others who have since joined like Brahim Diaz, El Khanous, Saibari, and Bouadi. They press aggressively and are able to maintain possession against the opposition, and they can also weather storms. As in the match against Scotland, Morocco certainly lacked finishing touch in front of the goal, but they displayed impressive tactical discipline and a solid defensive unit, which allowed them to secure a 1-0 victory without being overwhelmed by the opposing team. So yes, Brazil didn't lose the match, but something has changed despite the uncertainty surrounding this Brazilian team, which for some time now has no longer been the Seleção we once knew. Still, it's fair to say that one of the most highly anticipated teams in the 2026 World Cup seemed vulnerable against Morocco. So yes, Morocco can clearly dream of a new run, perhaps even greater than the one in Qatar. And what's most impressive is that the Moroccan team gave the impression that it could play even better in this tournament. The football world thought their run in 2022 was a fluke, but perhaps this Moroccan team is proving otherwise.